Hey everybody, it's still January and I've still got a cold, but that's not going to stop me from doing the daily targets on CSS Battle. What have we here? Oh, this is a fun one. It's a 99. I guess there's got to be two elements. If we can do one, we can do two. So let's make two. Let's display flex. It looks like they're right up against each other, right? Dispatch, display, flex, flex. Can't type. The background is white. I think that means we can do no background and get the correct values for this. So let's size this up. And we will add a little gap just to start. A width of, I guess it's probably 100, but it might not be. All right, let's get our margins right. 3, 4, 41, 42, 43, 4. I think that's right. 70, 80, 80, and then the width is wrong. 110, 20, 125. How about 130? Does that look right? Kind of can't tell. No, that's too big. 120. There we go. 200 tall? Nope. How about 190? How about 180? Okay, that looks correct. So anything we do to the one, we are doing to both. So let's go out to in. All right, so the hard part is the bigger curve. So let's do the bigger curve first. Radial gradient at, it feels like the inner part of that gradient is here. So at 0, 25% down, right? Circle, I guess it's circle at, and then transparent internal, and then blue. All right, there's our start. All right, let's give it some numbers. 20% and 0. What do we got there? Okay, so if this circle will align with the tail of the 9, then we're in good shape. Ooh. How about a little lower? 26, 27, 28. Ooh. Not quite. How about 20.5? No. 28. All right, so what if we do minus 1%? Ooh. Let's do pixels. All right, so I don't trust the percentages here. 0, 40 pixels. 0, 50 pixels. And then let's do minus 50 pixels. Let's go 0. Okay, and then minus 25 pixels. Okay, and then let's make this bigger. 60, 70. So we're moving the center of that of the 9 up, and that's no good. So it's got to be smaller. And actually, let's use pixels here because it's getting harder to get that tail right. So if we could nail down what the radius, that first number, that inner part of the tail, then we have a better chance. 30, 40, 50, 40. So I'm visually trying to see if I can get a number that makes sense. 0. Okay, so it needs to be a little smaller, I think. So how about 120? And then let's move that down. 20 pixels. 20. No, a little bigger than that. Well, 130. No, how about 75? Maybe I've got that wrong. Okay, so now let's move that in. 50 minus 20 minus 20, 20, 40, 50, and make that bigger. 100. No, I like this. I still like 70. How about 80? And then down. Okay, let's make that a little bigger. And then a little up. 5. Okay, we're getting close. Ooh. Okay, so how about we move minus 10 pixels and then 85. 90. No, let's stick with 90 and see if we can 15. And then down. So I like that. 1 pixel. How about little tiny changes? 1, 2, 3, 4. Minus 1, 2, 3, 2, minus 2. I'm not crazy about that number at all. However, it's hard to argue that it is close. It might be close enough to get what we would like. So 10, 20, 30. Okay. Oh boy. No good? Tricky, 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 tricky. Alright. How about 135? How about 125? And then down. And then 85. Alright. So that's in the ballpark. If we don't get 100% on this one, I won't feel too bad. Curves are the trickiest ones. However, we would like to get 100%. All right, let's do the other part and see how close we get. Okay, so we want inner of a circle. White, and then blue, and then transparent. And we need a comma after the word circle. Okay, so there's our middle. That circle needs to be at 50%, 20%, or 25, or 33. There it is. Okay, so we want what, 15%, and then 40, 45%. Okay. And then we need to cover the top part of this out. And we're gonna do white 50% and then transparent hard edge. And that's okay, that's our rough draft. Terrible. Not great. We're not totally happy with that. However, it's kind of getting the job done a little. Let's see how close we get. I mean, you can see that jumping around, and that's no good. Can't tolerate that. 99.6%. So that's something. Not great, but it's something. All right, so let's tweak. Slightly better. And then how about we move this to 60, and then that's a little more dead on. And then the second number we would like to do and I guess we know that. So that looks right. But you can see those edges are not great. So the one question I have is, could that curve actually be the result of a radial border radius? Let's try that. So let's get rid of this. Actually, no. Let's do border radius. So let's set a default background colorway in the back, red. Okay, so there's that red shining through, and we want the third value to be a number. Aha! That's the trick I think they're looking for. Spoiler alert. I think that's our guy. Is it 125? 120? Something like that. Okay, so let's remove that default red and see what that number is. It does seem to be jumping in a weird way. All right, so let's resubmit. So we were at 99 point, well, I guess we're 99.9% match last time. So 99.9% again. What else can we do to improve this? If we make it taller, do we get a different result? If we just do, so that width is 120 and our border radius is 120, which means it should be complete. So 120, 80. Terrible. Not totally happy with this one. We may be ending at 99.9% on this one, which is disappointing. The question is, what other approaches can we take? Okay, so if we just want that curve, how can we get that? How can we get that curve properly? If the height is, we don't worry about the circles. Can we get that curve in a different way? So let's do, can we get these curves in a different way, I should say. Let's put red in the background again. And then say the first one is 60 pixels. And 60 pixels at the top. And remove this linear gradient. Is that perfect? Okay. So, what do we need to do differently is the question. Okay. What can we do differently here? These margins seem right. Where else are there errors? So 44 looks right. 80 is right. These look pretty good. Okay, so once we do that curve and put it at 0, aha, that looks good. Let's do, how's that curve look? Looks pretty good. So let's put our radial gradient back in. circle, white, blue, transparent. So I've forgotten what our numbers were, so we just put in any numbers. We need our at 50%, 50 pixels. All right, let's move that around. So 40, 50, 60, and then a little bigger, 60. Oh, that edge is pretty painful. How about circle at 50? No, 55. All right, what's that number? How close? How close? 99.9%. Cleaner code, but just not quite there. All right, so this is our problem child. I'm more confident about our border radius, less confident about our circle. Okay. And actually, let's remove. Okay. So let's move to the left. So that, I'm just, again, looking at that number, let's move -1 pixel over. Let's submit that. Just adjusting, trying to get to a better value. We'll take that 100% match. That is not very good code. Not super proud of that. I think that there's a better mathematical combination of where to center that circle and what all these numbers are, but we will certainly take 100% match. Not something I want to sneeze at, even with a cold. Let's minify, unit replace, submit, and that is our number 99. That's the code for our number 99. A fun one. Definitely a challenge. You know, each one of these is an opportunity to explore, and it's, apologies for my voice, where I've got this cold, but super duper fun, very enjoyable. As much as I complain about the curved ones, and I complain when I can't get to 100% match, like that's very frustrating. I believe in the CSS Battle Discord there is a 99.9% channel just dedicated to that issue, and yeah, so you win some, you lose some, and you know, these are this is a tool made by people. It's not always going to work 100%, and we as players can't get to 100%. They as developers may make puzzles that they have an intention and maybe it doesn't totally match, but they're enjoyable to play regardless. All right, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Make something cool with CSS today. CSS is awesome. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.